All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. This title is called A Day of Wrath, because we heading in the day of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and that's the day of wrath. No? That's the day we coming upon. No? Short lesson, quick hit. Let me go to Romans chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. And that's what Yahweh Shem Shah gonna do. He gonna vengeance is his. Vengeance, wrath, judgment, all that is his. No, he gonna pay back the recompense to the heathens and 2/3 our people. No, that's the day of Yahweh Bashem Shah judgment. Let me stay in the same book, Romans chapter 13, verse 4. For he is the minister of Yahweh to thee for good. And they're speaking about Yahweh Shai. But if thus do that which is evil, be afraid. And why be afraid? Because he going to bring judgment when he make his presence. For he beareth not the sword in vain, and he's not going to bear the sword in vain. When that judgment day, he's not going to bear the sword. For he is the minister of Yahweh, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that do evil. And yes, Yahweh Bashem Shai, when Yahweh Shai come, he gonna bring vengeance upon him that do evil. That's starting with Esau, the so-called white man, and 2/3 our people. That's the day of wrath that Yahweh Bashem Shai gonna bring upon the wicked. Let me jump to Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. And who's Edom? The so-called Esau, the so-called white man. These Edom is the whole race. Edom. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And see, he gonna put his anger in us. And he gonna use us. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger. And see, we're gonna do to Edom in Edom. So where's Edom? Edom is who? Babylon the Great. Because Esau, the so-called white man, is ruling here. So yes, Yahweh Bashem Shah, he gonna put his spirit on us, we the hopeful elect, to get busy in Babylon the Great. And he gonna put his vengeance in our hands, we the hopeful elect. And all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shah for that. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shah. And they're going to know the vengeance. Like I said, start with Esau, the so-called white man, and 2/3 our people. They're going to know the vengeance of Yahweh Bashem Shah. Short lesson. Let me go to Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 1. Salaki. Zephaniah Zephaniah chapter 1. Chapter 1, verse 15. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. Salakia. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry their bitterly. And that's the day of Yahweh Bashem Shah. That great day. Verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. And yes, and that's the day of Yahweh Bashem Shah. No, that's the wrath he's going to bring, destruction. And he's bringing destruction to Babylon the Great and the people in it. Starting with Esau, the so-called white man, and 2/3 of our people. No? And we, the hopeful elect, we can't wait for that day, because we know once that day happens, we out of here. No? We, the hopeful elect. And again, this tide is called a day of wrath. And that day of wrath is Yahweh Bashem Shah presence. And with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rikah Quadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Till the next time, Shalom.